Agmatine Sulfate, okay? So after working with many clients one-on-one, okay? So I have found out that Agmatine is a extremely powerful supplement. And in this video, I will tell you a little bit about Agmatine, okay? So is this supplement for everyone? Not, definitely not, because it can have also some side effect. You really need to know how to use it, okay? So if you need to have it in a stack, okay? So Agmatine will fix only one part, but you also need other things that will like supercharge the effect of Agmatine. And trust me, Agmatine is extremely powerful. If you want to work with me, under this video, you will find the link for coaching. Okay, so Agmatine is one of those quietly powerful compounds, okay? So look, it will help with erections, dopamine, gut health, pain, and neural recovery because it affects similar pathways in our body, okay? So generally, it's made from L-arginine, okay? I will not overcomplicate it. It is made from L-arginine, okay? It acts more like a neuromodulator plus signaling regulator, okay? So I use it quite often for my clients, like PFS, PSSD clients, but also for like older guys, smokers, and so on. And I will explain why, okay? Even for guys with anxiety, okay? My last client has really terrible sleep, and he couldn't sleep, okay, really well. Like I said, I gave him the right combination with Agmatine, okay, so he wrote me back, he sleeps like a baby right now, okay, because sometimes we can be overwhelmed, our sympathetic tone is on the rise, okay, and then we are anxious, we cannot sleep, okay. If you have high sympathetic tone, it will decrease also your erections, okay, because your body erections are connected with parasympathetic tone, okay, so you need to understand that Agmatine, by working on your like anxiety, cortisol, and so on, will also help you down there, okay. So the first thing, brain, dopamine, and mood, okay. So I'm not telling that this works for every like PFS client, okay, but I've used this with quite a lot of success, you know, for treating anhedonia. It also modulates NMDA receptors. This is crucial in PFS recovery because, let's say, you will boost dopamine, and you have this glutamate toxicity. Okay, so you will not feel any calm. Okay, you will still struggle with erection and all these kind of things. You will have premature ejaculation because your glutamate is super high. Okay, so you need to have a balance. Even while boosting dopamine, you need to understand that your GABA need to be in balance because you will boost dopamine too much, okay, and you will just feel jitters, anxiety, and so on, okay. So you will definitely not be calm and ready for a good erection, okay. So like I said, okay, you always need a stack. Yep. So it improves dopamine signaling, okay. So it is mostly made not wild, okay, so like L-Dopa. For me, L-Dopa, does it work? Yes, but guys, you really need to know how to use L-Dopa, but because otherwise you will completely fuck up your system, okay. So L-Dopa, everyone it uses really bad, and what I see from other coaches, okay, about L-Dopa, they are not right, and their clients, okay, are dysregulated, yeah, you know. So I like more things. I'm not against L-Dopa, but you really need to know how to take it, and you really need to take it after sensitizing D2 receptors or in general dopamine receptors, okay. So it improves dopamine signaling, okay, without forcing dopamine, okay. So it has also antidepressant and anti-anxiolytic effect, okay, so calm, less anxiety. It also modulates NMDA receptors, okay. So the problem is, like I said, for every supplement, okay, there are supplements that works. I have tried dozens of Agmatine supplements, okay, so I will not recommend any, okay. Most of my list of the supplement that I use for the clients are just for one-on-one clients, okay? Because I'm not affiliated with anyone. I don't have my own supplements, okay? So also, I don't want to give you this as a medical information. Also, Agmatine is not allowed in Europe, okay? You can let it delivered to Europe, but it's not approved. But generally, I think it's a very safe supplement, okay, and can help you when you are already, way too down, okay? So, erection and blood flow. This is really great because Agmatine itself can also help smokers, okay? So, not smokers, but you need to understand that nicotine, for example, can cause a lot of vasoconstriction, okay? So all you biohackers, using these patches and so on, okay? I used to smoke, I used to use patches, uh, every type of nicotine probably for more than 25 years, okay? So I know what I'm talking about, okay? And Agmatine, also with other supplements, is really great to reverse like nicotine-induced vascular damage, okay? So, but generally, it balances eNOS versus iNOS, okay? iNOS is inflammatory, okay? So eNOS is pro-erectile, okay? So, so for that you need eNOS, okay? So it's also like repair endothelial function because arginine will give you, some boost, okay? Citrulline will give you some boost, but it will not repair the system. You need to understand. Some guys, they have like really deep damage, okay? So I work also with guys like that, okay? And for this, you need harder intervention, okay? So, guys, I'm almost 50, okay? So, and I still, thanks God, have no issue down there, okay? So you really need to understand that you can, even if you are older, you can reverse everything. But right now, also young guys are suffering from ED and all these kind of things. There are different reasons like low DHT, okay, smoking, vaping, using like bad supplements and drugs and so on, okay? So uh, it also helps to restore vascular reactivity, okay? So it's not just pump-based vasodilation, like I told you, because some supplements will give you some temporary boost, but it's not good, okay? Some supplements, okay, what they will always do if you are inflamed and so on, okay, this will also boost iNOS and you don't want this, okay? Or there will be byproduct peroxynitrate, okay? You don't want this, okay? You want eNOS, upregulation of eNOS. And for example, Agmatine, I was training MMA and all the fight sports, okay? So I can tell you I have a lot of brain damage, okay? So I was skiing way too fast, and it happened to me several times that, yeah, I left on the ground, okay? So Agmatine is really good if, for example, your erectile dysfunction is connected to brain injury, okay? So because it also helps with eNOS. eNOS is something that it helps to start the erection, okay? So you have different type of nitric oxide synthase enzymes, eNOS, iNOS, nNOS, okay? So Agmatine balance this, okay? It's balancing effect, okay? So because I read about like limiting nNOS, no, okay? It's a balancing effect, okay? So pain, nerves, and inflammation, okay? So Agmatine in general reduce IL-6, okay? IL-6, for example, have negative effect on 5-alpha reductase, okay? So it's big contributor to lower activity of 5-alpha reductase enzyme, and at the end you have also low DHT. Generally, you really need to look why you have IL-6 high and then fix it, okay? So, but Agmatine can help, okay? So also it can help to reduce LPS, induce inflammation from the gut, and so on, okay? So also it support nitric oxide H2O2 signaling, okay, which can indirectly help androgen receptors function, okay. Be careful with the dosage, okay, so you need to have a dosing, okay, and then is it really good, okay. So the problem is most guys, they overdo, okay. So even some coaches, yeah, they recommend really bad dosage, okay. So Agmatine also need to be cycled, okay. So, and really good thing is, okay, that Agmatine works really good in synergy with other supplements, okay. So lactoferrin, taurine, cordyceps, B1, and so on, okay. So if you want to have your personal customized protocol for your health issues, okay, you can reach me out per email that is under this video and let me know what you think about Agmatine.